What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another live here tonight on Ethan's NBA Talk. My name is Ethan. Ethan's NBA Talk, host of this channel, and tonight we have a very important game. Tonight we have Sixers versus Heat, and it's gonna be a big one. The Heat have lost 7 of their last 8 games. But it's a really big play-in battle. I'm going to show you the quick standings. Right now, the Eastern Conference is very competitive right now. We have the 5th seed Toronto Raptors, 42 and 32. 6th seed Hawks, 42 and 33. 7th seed Sixers, 41 and 33. 8th seed Magic, 39 and 35. 9 seed Heat, 39 and 36, and 10 seed Hornets, 39 and 36. So we have a very close, we have a 3.5 game gap between 10th and 5th here to close out the season. The Sixers have 8 more games to go this season. I am so upset right now because, as you guys know, I love my NBA basketball. I love it so much, and it's going to be a shame to see it go. So, right now, we don't have anyone in right now. We will hopefully get some people soon. Right now, this is very close. The Sixers are very, very close. As you can see, they are only they're very close between with the Toronto Raptors right now. But yeah, so it's been good for the Sixers. They beat the Chicago Bulls. If you guys seen that, they put up 157 points on them, and they beat the Charlotte Hornets, which I made a short of. Go check that out if you haven't already. Where we won 118 to 114. That was a really good victory. Probably one of the best games we played all season, if I'm being honest with you. Towards not best games, but best fourth quarter. So we came back and did really good. But right now we have 2 people in. Welcome aboard, whoever you are, into the live. You can introduce yourself in the chat if you guys want to. But right now, it's Sixers versus Heat. Nick Nurse versus Eric Spoelstra, 2 championship-winning coaches colliding here tonight. And as we jumped up to 14 people, this should be a fun one. So make sure you stay tuned for the Sixers Heat tonight. What is up, Finn? Welcome into the live where we're going to be watching a big game right now. I'm very, very hyped for this one. I'm hoping that we can get the dub here tonight against Miami Heat. It will be a massive win for us when we're trying to move up them standings. So yeah, right now we're just waiting for the game to start. I have my water with me, no soda today. Just plain old water. Okay. So, yeah, make sure to like this live if you haven't already. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We are making that push after just recently hitting 300 subscribers. We want to push for even more now. So make sure you go hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Without further ado, we get ready to the live stream. Welcome in, Grayson, to the live. So tonight we have the Sixers have Janai Broom out with an injury today, and the Heat have Norman Powell out with an injury, as that's been happening for a while, and obviously Terry Rozier is not playing due to well, you guys know what. So, yeah, they keep showing the stats so that every team that's lower than the 10th seed in the East is officially out of the playoffs, okay? So the Bucks just got eliminated by San Antonio, as San Antonio destroyed them in Milwaukee. And so yeah, now we are gonna be seeing what happens. So the referees tonight, Ben Taylor is the crew chief, same crew chief as last time we did the live with the Sixers Thunder game. Referee is Trey Maddox, a different referee this time, and same umpire, Jenna Schroeder, is one of the referees for today for this NBA game. So Sixers Heat. As you can see, we are being prepared tonight. Should be starting right now. So here's your starting lineups for tonight. As you can see, if you guys are watching at home, Tyler Herro wasn't sure if he was going to play today, but he is in action for Miami. The Sixers going with their normal pair. Embiid has been wanting, Nick Nurse has been wanting Embiid and Dominic Barlow to pair with each other. So hopefully we see more of that. It's going to be a great ball game here. The Heat are known for their really great defending. Sixers, Nick Nurse having his third season as the coach. Welcome to the live, Edwin. We're watching a big NBA game tonight. The tip-off is happening right now. So Miami wearing their colorful attire tonight. And here we go. Here in Miami and the Sunshine State, we are underway here tonight. Adebayo gets it to the left wing, and that is an easy bucket right there for Pele Larson. And the Heat are on the board. Paul George. It's to Embiid. Embiid finding VJ. VJ, mid-range, got it. VJ Edgecombe with a big mid-range, and it's a tie game. Mitchell will drive a maxi. Mitchell puts it up off the glass and good. So nice shot there by Davion Mitchell. Here's Embiid. Embiid, VJ Edgecombe to Embiid. Embiid for three. Got it. Joel Embiid has been red hot since he's returned, and he's got a three tonight, 5-4, Philadelphia. Drive by Wiggins on Barlow. Good defending by Barlow. Sixers do get the rebound. Barlow ahead to Maxey. Maxey holding it, and that gets to Paul George, who holds at the Miami Heat logo. Now he takes it the right wing, gets doubled. Now throws it back to Maxey. Now Embiid, handoff to Maxey. Maxey in the corner. Paul George for three. Missed it. And it's tipped out by the Sixers, and it will be Miami ball. Mitchell now. Here's Herro. Herro finding Adebayo. Herro on the drive. Herro nearly a push-off, but I think it was just a good move there by Herro, and Miami lead it by 1. 10 minutes to go the first quarter. 6-5 Heat. And knocked away. It's a poor turnover there by the Sixers. Here is Larson in the corner to Herro for three, in and out. Embiid now. Embiid looking to drive on Bam Adebayo. Adebayo, the man who got that 83-point game. Embiid creating the separation and hitting the mid-range. 7-6 Philadelphia. 5 points for Joel. Adebayo now the drive on Embiid. Good D by Joel, but a foul is called by the by the referees. Not a good call in my opinion. I think that looked like good defense from Embiid. As you can see, the Heat's defense has struggled in recent games, but if there's anybody that can get Miami out of this poor defensive run that they're on, it is Eric Spoelstra. Has one of the greatest strategies on defense in NBA history. Eric Spoelstra winning many championships for this Miami Heat squad. Bam Adebayo hits both. 8-7. Bam Adebayo, Joel Embiid on the drive. And how is that not a foul? Joel Embiid gets taken down. No call. Hero in the corner. Mitchell for 3. And it's 11-7 Miami. That should have been given as a foul. That's just not good at all. But Paul George. PG, right wing. He'll drive. Paul George, easy flush. 11-9. 8:50 of the first quarter. Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell banging in with Paul George Adebayo for 3. That's it. Fly. Miami off to a good offensive start here. 14-9. Now VJ on the drive. Gets it knocked away. Recovers it. Now to the corner. Paul George for 3. Got it. Paul George. Big time 3. 14-12. Tyler Hero. Hero driving. Good strip away by VJ. Takes him to the ground. Bam Adebayo. Dominic Barlow getting in there. And it will be a jump ball. 9 on the shot clock. Let's take a look at that. Paul George driving. Getting the easy flush. Paul George has been good for the Sixers since his return. But jump ball now between Tyler Hero and Dominic Barlow. And how was that given to Miami? It looked like a illegal jump ball there, and it's scored by Bam Adebayo. It looked like it needed a redo there. And Nick Nurse is not happy with it at all. Paul George gets it to Maxey. Maxey to Embiid. Embiid down low. Embiid, just the strength by JoJo. Unbelievable. 16-14. Now Wiggins in the corner for 3. Got it. 19-14. Embiid. Embiid on the drive. No call again. They finally do call it, though. Let's take a look at this. Joel Embiid on the drive. And just Embiid continuing to not get caught, but now he does get that one at a time. And Embiid again going to the ground. That's the second time he's been on the ground today. Got to be very careful that he doesn't get injured when he does that, though. Embiid to the free throw line to shoot 2. Joel making the first. Embiid now to shoot his second free throw. 19-15. And he makes the second one, so it's 19-16 now. 7.5 of the first. 3 out of the corner, blocked by Barlow. Nicely done. But the Miami Heat recover. And now Mitchell to Wiggins. Wiggins nearly losing the ball. Mitchell now taking it at Barlow and missed. Good defense by Dominic Barlow. Now Paul George. Paul George, nice lob up to VJ, who flushes it down. VJ Edgecombe, a great pass from Paul George, and it's a 1-point game. And a turnover by Miami. Barlow gets on the ground to keep it in. Nice hustle by Dominic Barlow. Paul George ahead for Maxey. Maxey, long three. In and out. Adebayo, Hero for three. Missed it. Now Embiid. Embiid, here he comes on the drive. Kick out in the corner. VJ. Now Embiid looking to post up against a much smaller man. No foul call there. I was just sloppy by Embiid. He had a much smaller man on him. He could have easily driven past him. And now Hero on the other end hits the mid-range. 21-18 Miami. Now it's Maxey. Maxey to VJ. VJ to Embiid. Embiid, mid-range, no good. And now here comes Miami on the push. Nice bounce pass, and Larson throws it down. Timeout, Philadelphia. 23-18 Miami. What is up, Juella? Welcome into the live. I'm doing play-by-play commentary right now of the Sixers versus the Heat in the NBA. So, yeah, we have 10 people in right now. So Sixers off to a poor start. Just can't defend right now. It's kind of unfortunate. You know, the Sixers have struggled to defend. Let's be honest. That Hornets game on Sunday Saturday was getting out of hand, but luckily Nick Nurse, with a great adjustment, putting in Andre Drummond in that fourth quarter, kind of helped out with the Sixers not allowing too many offensive rebounds. But that game was getting out of hand, and I'm just glad we got the win. But tonight, right now, our defense is really bad. Too many easy shots. We got to close it down. And this is a great opportunity that, if we could win, this will be a nice winning streak for us that continues on. We beat teams that we desperately need to beat, beating the Hornets the last game, beating the Heat this game. That will kind of keep them, those lower seeded play-in teams, keeping them away from the Sixers, and hopefully we make that push for the playoffs. So hopefully we can get the 6th seed. I mean, the Hawks are just in good form, are they? So it's going to be hard to catch up to them. But even the Raptors, it's going to be hard to catch up to them as well. They, as I did a short on yesterday, they demolished the Magic yesterday. So, by the way, Magic is a team that we can pass. The Magic are very disappointing this season if you look at their record. And then you look at the beginning of the season, their expectations were really high. I thought the Magic would get the 3rd seed in the East. Maybe even Paolo Banchero being an MVP candidate this season. Boy, was I wrong, because Paolo Banchero has not had his best season. The Magic haven't had that great of a season, and it's just been a struggle for Orlando. So the Sixers could definitely stay over them. The Heat and the Hornets, hopefully, with beating the Hornets Saturday, beating the Heat tonight, we would keep them away from us as much as possible, and maybe we'll push to get over the Hawks at the Raptors if they keep on losing games. So all is good right now. But right now we got to play better than that defensively. That's just not good enough. So as we approach the end of the NBA season, we also approach the end of hockey season where my Philadelphia Flyers are making that push for the playoffs. They've been amazing. So a lot of stuff in just the world of sports in general. But we're back from the break. Embiid misses the mid-range. Rebound goes to Miami. Adebayo on the drive, and he flushes it. It's not good enough by the Sixers there. 25-18. Paul George on the other end. Count it! And one. Paul George on the other end with an and one. 25-20. So that's such a great shot by Paul George. It's Bam Adebayo not happy. 25-20. Sixers offensively has been good today, but the defense has been really bad. But Paul George hits the 3-point play, so it's 25-21. Bam Adebayo. Adebayo to Hero. Hero walking in on the baseline, and he lays it in. Just really poor from the Sixers. Again, just we need to get more stops. We need to be better than that. As VJ misses it short now. Here come the Heat running with some energy now. Here's Mitchell on the drive. Lob up to where? It is broken up. So it will be Sixer ball. Mitchell not saying my bad on that play. Sixers have a turnover. Miami has 2. So turnovers remain little so far for right now. Embiid stays in for the Sixers. Embiid has just been such that's how you know he's a great player. Like the fact that the Sixers struggle so much without Joel Embiid, and he comes back, and the Sixers have just been a completely different team, shows you how important of a player Embiid is to any team. Grimes now to Embiid. Oubre also checks in. Kelly Oubre Jr. kick out in the corner. VJ Edgecombe for 3. Buries it. 27-24. 4:25 of the first. VJ Edgecombe's got 7 points. Now it's Hero. Hero into the left wing. Jamie Jaquez Jr. Now Hero. The step back 3. He got it. Tyler Hero. Big time 3. 30-24. 9 points for Tyler Hero. Paul George looking to respond. Missed it. Now Adebayo on the other end. Sixers got to play better defensively. Adebayo in the corner. Here's Jamie Jaquez Jr. Thought about it. Now he takes it, and he makes it. 33-24. The Sixers really, really just having a tough time right now. First bucket of the game for Jaime Jaquez Jr. Now Kelly Oubre Jr. Paul George. Nice bounce pass. VJ Edgecombe. Back to Paul George. Oubre now. He'll take one from the left wing. Oh, we needed that. And the Heat recover now. Here's Tyler Hero. Hero, the screen. Hero to Ware. Ware in the left wing to Mitchell. Hero defended by Embiid. Now he finds Mitchell. Back to Hero. Hero the fake on Embiid. Hero the drive. Hero the floater. Missed it. Khalil Ware with an offensive rebound. That's what the Sixers did struggle with against Charlotte. That one is missed way short. Oubre gets taken down, and a foul on Kelly Oubre Jr. That is an absolute bailout. And I don't know what Tyler Hero is smiling at. But that was a complete bailout there by the referees. It looked like Kelly Oubre was trying to knock it away. Hero came running into Kelly Oubre Jr. So now it's Jaime Jaquez Jr. gets it to Ware. Ware for 3. Got it. 36-24. They are shooting lights out right now. It's just not even fair right now. 9-0 run for the Heat. VJ Edgecombe now, defended by a much taller man. Paul George gets it to the right wing. Quentin Grimes to fake. Quentin a 3. Oh, this is awful right now. This is getting ugly by the Sixers. Just can't be shooting these contested shots. Hero now in the corner, the Jaquez Jr. Now Hero driving. Hero. Oh, they bail him out again. They just bail him out again. Absolute bailout again. But the Heat up by 12, 2:23 the first, as the Sixers need to be better than what they have been. My God. Come on, Sixers. That's not good enough. See? See, that right there is not good enough. Okay, everybody? That is not good enough. We should be better. As we have 0 people in right now. I mean, tonight it's kind of been an inconsistent live. One time I look over, there's 7 people. One time I look, there's 20 people. You know, just kind of back and forth. But which I'll appreciate. I understand people will probably not want to be in like the whole time, but like people would like to be in there for maybe a few minutes. That which I appreciate very much from anybody who just takes just a little bit of time to maybe like this live, subscribe if they're new to the channel, you know, help me grow a little bit. So, yeah, we have 3 people in now, but the Sixers are just not good right now. And then, you know, a lot of people, I'll say it's my Philadelphia 76ers, it's my team, but I have to say things how I see them. And right now, I think we're too inconsistent at times, and we just the defense is not good enough lately. And you know, I understand that the big 3 between Maxey, PG, and Embiid have not been on the court together a lot, but that's just not an excuse for me. It's just we have to be better than that. If a lot of people think that Sixers could actually make a run in the playoffs, but for me, I just think we need just a little bit more work with this team. And a lot of people think that Nick Nurse being fired is the solution. That is not the solution. I keep telling that Nick Nurse has to keep his job next season because we need to work on, because these players are really bad defensively. They just have not been good enough. And you could see how lazy Embiid was guarding Jamie Jaquez on that corner 3, where literally Embiid was kind of just standing there with his hand out, like inches of like a whole foot away from him, and like kind of sticking his arm out there. And Amy Jaquez was like, "Oh, what you trying to do?" And he just hoists up a 3 and makes it. So, and Embiid, that's the stuff I talk about right there, is that we cannot be allowing that to happen. But right now, the Sixers are down by 12. Miami's just done very well offensively. But yeah, Tyler Hero going to the free throw line. I think that was soft. I think that was a soft call by the referees. But he'll go to the line to shoot 2. It's also not all the referees' fault because, again, the Sixers need to be better than this. It's just not good enough. So Tyler Hero will go to the line to shoot 2. And the shot is no good. In and out. Hero will go to the line again to shoot 2. Tyler Hero at the line, making the second one. So splitting the pair 37 to 24 Miami with 2:23 to go of the first quarter. BJ Edgecombe now dribbling it up. Now Maxey. Maxey now to VJ. VJ down low to Embiid. Give and go. Maxey in the right wing. Now Maxey has a wide open mid-range, and we needed that very badly. 2 points from Tyrese Maxey. It's Jaime Chris Jr. now on the other end for the Heat. Adebayo. Now Jaquez. Here's Hero. Left wing. Maxey defending him really tightly. Tyler Hero. Look at Maxey just swatting it away. Tyrese Maxey on the other end. Lob up to VJ. Oh, it's not really a lob, but still a bucket for VJ Edgecombe. And it's a 9-point game. That defense was incredible by Tyrese Maxey. But Hero now was rising fire. And you are having none of it, Tyler Hero. As Maxey again staying right with him and forcing a tough shot. Now Maxey behind the back pass. Embiid now finding Maxey, screened by Embiid. Embiid now to Maxey. Quentin, nice bounce pass. VJ 3. Oh, we needed that, but it's okay. We just got to play defense now the other end. But Hero finds Ware to Hero, and he gets another foul call. But that was obviously a foul. Just poor defense by Quentin Grimes. 54.5 for the first. 37-28 Miami. Take a look at defense by Maxey. Just incredible. He's really something. And a beautiful pass to VJ as well. So it's a 9-point game here. 37-28 Miami. 54.5 of the first. Here is Fontecchio. Fontecchio in the corner to Ware. And another knockaway by Maxey. We need to challenge that. Maxey with a clean knockaway to call a foul. We got to challenge that. We have to challenge that. Nick Nurse has to. That's an all ball. That is all ball. You got to challenge that. Are they going to challenge it? Why aren't they challenging? That's an obvious steal by Maxey. And, I just don't know why they're not challenging. And that's not even a Nick Nurse situation. Our assistant coaching has to pick up on that. 38-28 Miami. 35 seconds. Maxey off balance shot. Counter and one. Tyrese Maxey was robbed of a steal. But an and one is even better. And a chance for a 3-point play for the all-star starter, Tyrese Maxey. Maxey makes the free throw. 7-point game. Heat will look to go 2 for 1. Here's Wiggins on the drive. Wiggins, the kick out. They'll have to hoist up a 3 if they wanted 2 for 1, and they lost the 2 for 1. Jaquez Jr. in the corner. Fontecchio for 3. Got it. But an offensive foul is given as Maxey's on the ground smiling. Let me see what I need to see what happened there. Let's take a look. Fontecchio getting a wide open and Khalil Ware running Maxey over. Second foul on Khalil Ware. Maxey now. Edwards now to Maxey. Maxey now. Gets it to Paul George. Now back to Maxey. Maxey the fake. Maxey the kick out on the right wing. Paul George for 3. Got it. 38-34. Paul George with a big time 3. Here's a half court heave. Missed it. And the Heat go up by 4 at the end of the first quarter. 38-34. All right. That is a good way to end the first quarter for the Sixers. Well, I'm just looking at what's happening in baseball right now. Gee, the Phillies are down 7-0. That is horrible, just horrible. But anyway, Sixers are just a decent start. Paul George with 11 points, BJ with 9, and Embiid with 9. Yeah, so. Oh, this is something I'll be talking about maybe in a live session, but anybody else hear that Victor Wembanyama has moved up to number 1 in the MVP ladder? Goodness, what are they thinking? What are they thinking? That's just ridiculous. Nonsense. And it's become favoritism at this point with having Wemby at number 1 in the MVP race. One good game he has, and the whole media is going nuts. And it's not that I being a hater of Victor Wembanyama. It's just, how is he number 1 on the MVP race? It makes no sense. But anyway, so we're in a commercial break right now. I need to write some stuff down here. Got my pen with me. This is gonna be for my player ratings later. I'll give you how I think every player is doing today. So we're back in. So I'll just put down the referee, and we'll put all the other players on the next commercial break. And whoever players may come in later, and then Nick Nurse. So that's how my player ratings usually work. I like to give the referee a score as well. Same with Nick Nurse. See if he rotated at the right times. But second quarter. But yeah, since everybody's come back with Embiid and Paul George back in Chicago and against Chicago and Maxey back in Charlotte, this team has done better. I'm hoping the Sixers can continue that way. But the second quarter's underway, 38-34 Miami. Sixers have really struggled over the years against the Miami Heat. Maxey now on the drive. Tyrese Maxey, step back mid-range, rolls in. Good start to the quarter for the Sixers. 38-36, 20 seconds into the second quarter. Knocked away by Maxey as Larson was really pressuring. Larson finding Jaquez Jr. A 3 by Fontecchio is no good. And that was definitely not a foul as he kind of flops there. Paul George now, left wing, defended by Wiggins. A screen there. Paul George got another one. 39-38. Sixers have the lead. Jamie Jaquez Jr. Fontecchio to Larson. Larson to Jaquez. Now Wiggins, Jaquez Jr. for 3. Missed it short. Rebound goes to the Sixers. Now Paul George, who's been really good today. 14 points. Paul George trying to get to the corner of Quentin Grimes. Now Paul George. Paul George taking a tough 3 out of the corner. And no good. A really tough shot to take, but good one probably to take as Ware messing up the dunk, but then he gets it back and he throws it down. So it's 40-39 Miami. He's got 3. Maxey. Oh, what a lob up top. Quentin Grimes messing up the layup, recovering it, and he hits it. Sixers up by 1. Jaquez Jr. Now to Ware 3. Missing it. And now here comes Oubre. The Sixers could use a basket here to extend the lead a little bit. Here's Grimes. Oubre on the drive. Oubre. Got it. Kelly Oubre Jr. 43-40. Fontecchio. Jaquez Jr. Now Wiggins on the drive. Wiggins. Step back. Mid-range. No good. 43-40. Maxey thought about a stop and pop 3. Oubre now to Paul George. Oubre now finding Maxey. Maxey's guarded by Larson. Maxey, he'll just take a 3. Missed it. Probably the best look you're going to get on that possession. It was good defense by Miami all around. And now Wiggins, guarded by Paul George. Wiggins, tough shot, got it, and 1. Nothing Paul George could really do to defend that one. It was just a really nice move by Andrew Wiggins, and it's a 1-point game. So let's take a look at this ball movement. I mean, Kelly Oubre getting in. He wanted a call, but no, just he'll just settle for the 2 there. 43-42 Sixers. Andrew Wiggins to the free throw line. Wiggins now at the free throw line for Miami, and he missed it. Rebound to the Sixers, 43-42. Maxey. Kelly Oubre Jr. on the drive. Kelly Oubre Jr. Tough shot. Bona picking up the rebound, and a very, very late call by Dennis Schroeder. Good look at that. You know what? I think I understand Bam Adebayo's frustration there, but it did look like some contact. Dan Bona making the first free throw, 44-42. Bona makes both of them 45-42. Jaime Jaquez Jr. Now Larson, and now a floater by Adebayo, and it's no good at a foul. Adebayo misses the first free throw. Adebayo now to shoot the second free throw, and it is good. So it's 45-43. Maxey now holding at the logo. Now Paul George finding Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre missing it. Kelly Oubre recovering it, missed it again. And now gets it to Fontecchio. Fontecchio for 3. Got it. Miami take the lead, 46-45. Sixers now Other end. Here's Maxey. Maxey to Paul George. Bounce pass. Oubre in the corner for three. Missed it short. Fontaine, the other rebound for the Heat. Here's Adebayo. Adebayo to the left wing. Three. No good. Adebayo baseline is fouled. Welcoming Philly Mike, Jaylen Brown being carted off versus the Hawks. Oof, that's terrible. This may be a hot take, but I actually think that Jaylen Brown's more important to the Celtics than Jason Tatum. I really do. I think Jaylen Brown's been amazing this season. Bam Adebayo makes the first free throw. That makes the East more unpredictable. What's going to happen? Adebayo making the second, 48-45, Miami. There's Maxey. Maxey to Quentin. Now Paul George. Paul George thinking three. Now he took the mid-range, and it's no good. And I believe they call foul on Larson. Take a look at this. I need to see it again. So at first, on the rebound, it looks like a 50-50 hold. So I get why Larson would be upset that it's a foul called on him. But at the same time, he's kind of holding Bona first. So he are challenging it. But I definitely get why he's frustrated with when the rebound is occurring, because Bona is clearly grabbing him on the neck area and stuff, and just trying to get the rebound. They're both kind of fighting for it. But I think Larson grabs Bona first, so I think this should stand as a foul on the floor for the Sixers. Yeah, that's shocking that there might be a torn Achilles for Jaylen Brown. That is shocking. Yeah. So, if Jaylen Brown does have a torn Achilles, it makes the East more predictable, because the Pistons are pretty much done after not having Cade Cunningham for the whole season. Now Jaylen Brown out. I just feel like I can't see these other teams getting to the finals. I don't know why. Maybe the Knicks, but I don't know. Maybe as good as Atlanta has been, maybe they'll make the finals. Who knows? Anything can happen in the NBA. I mean, we've seen the Pacers making the finals last year, so maybe the Hawks will be last year's Pacers. But yeah, so. Ooh, I'm getting hungry right now. They're showing a Wingstop commercial on the TV. But anyway, so yeah, the Sixers not a great right now. They still need to. I think they need that little push. They need that little push to get a nice lead in this one. But let me see if I can unmute this. I'm trying to. Are you guys? Can you hear it?
So it's an unsuccessful challenge.
Good. Didn't I say? And the commentators for NBC Sports somehow think that is the wrong call. I thought it was the right call. And mid-range got it, 48-47. Now on the other end is Wiggins. Wiggins to Larson. Fontecchio. Now here is Mitchell. Mitchell right wing. Crossover. And it's out of bounds on Miami. Four turnovers by the Heat. Only one by the Sixers. And we have a Heat player down. No, everything's fine now. Maxey walking the ball up the court for the Sixers. Grimes, now to Maxey. Maxey down low. Embiid trying to take the mid-range. He gets it rejected. Embiid recovering it. Now lobbing it up. Barlow, nice catch in midair, and he gets it to go. Sixers with a 1-point lead. 49-48. Tyler Hero looking to respond with a three. Now he fakes it. Wiggins on the drive against Barlow. Good deep by Dom. And they said that will bounce to the Sixers. Thought that was going to be out on Barlow, but we'll take it. And it's Sixer ball. 49-48. Maxey now. Embiid now. Defended by Wiggins. Wiggins on the drive. Kick out Maxey. Maxey in the corner. Grimes for three. Beating the shot clock. And it's a 4-point game by the Sixer lead. Grimes with 5. Now here's Adebayo. Adebayo gets it to Hero. Hero, a step back 3, missing it short. And now Maxey. Maxey now losing the ball. It looks like he got fouled there. No call. And Hero now through the baseline. Hero finds Mitchell. Adebayo in the corner. 3 by Larson. No good. Oubre gets it knocked away, but he recovers. And now Maxey. On the other end, the Miami Heat slowing down offensively. Maxey, tough mid-range. He got it. 54-48. Sixers. Sixers with their largest lead of the game. 54-48. Larson driving, kick out. Wiggins wide open, corner 3. Missed it. Larson tipping it back to Wiggins. And Wiggins hits it. Oubre was really just lacking that defensive intensity on that play as he just kind of stood there and let Wiggins have the free basket. Maxey now finding Embiid. Embiid on the drive. Embiid double teamed. Embiid, tough shot. Makes it 56-50. 6 points. Philadelphia lead. 4:26 of the second. Here is Mitchell in the corner. Larson 3. Missed it. Kelly Oubre Jr. now the rebound. Here's Tyrese Maxey. Maxey now. Defended well by Mitchell. Maxey on the left wing. Maxey finding Embiid. Embiid thought about the 3. Now he'll drive. Embiid getting double teamed. Embiid puts up a tough shot and a foul. 4:01 of the second. 56-50. Take a look at this. Embiid on the drive. And I believe it's called an Adebayo getting his arm in there. But let's take a look at this tough shot by Embiid. Getting inside, getting the basket to go. 13 points for Joel Embiid, 56 to 56ers. Embiid at the line to shoot 2. Embiid hits the first free throw. 7-point Philadelphia lead. Embiid now to shoot his second free throw. 4-1 of the second. Embiid now shooting the second free throw. Embiid missing the second free throw. And out of bounds up Miami as they could not recover the rebound. 14 points for Joel. 5 for 10 from the field. 57 to 50. Grimes now in the left wing. Grimes now to VJ. VJ to Embiid. Embiid now in the post up. Embiid splitting the defense. Embiid the shot no good. Rebound goes to the Heat. Adebayo now on the drive. Nice move. Embiid staying right with him. Good defending there. Jaquez now to Mitchell. Here is Larson in the corner. Larson finding Hero. He's wide open. 3 faking it. Hero gets inside. Hero tough shot over Barlow. He hits it. 5-point game. 3:22 of the second quarter. 12 points for Hero. Embiid to George. Paul George. Now Embiid. Embiid on the drive. Embiid to VJ. VJ now guarded by Jaquez Jr. VJ now puts up a tough mid-range. No good. Rebound Adebayo. Adebayo. Getting it to Barlow. Barlow now on the drive. Adebayo trying to step back on the mid-range. Now here's Mitchell finding Hero. Hero now driving. Grimes defending. Look at that defense by Grimes. Great D. Hero missing it short. Great defense again. Jaquez Jr. though. Offensive rebound and another offensive rebound. Missed it, but Larson tips it up and in. A crazy sequence there, but the Heat finally get to go. That's what we've been talking about. Sixers not getting the offensive rebounds when needed. And a timeout by the Sixers. Sixers up 3 with 2:23 of the second. Bear with me here while I put some of these players' names down, folks. So we're going to get the player ratings down. So we have the referee. Now let's get into the Sixers players. Okay, so let's put Barlow down. BJ Edgecombe down. Let's put. You're just playing. Everybody's playing right now, and maybe whoever plays later. So. Paul George. She's now on the bench. I didn't even. I'll be honest with you, everybody. I didn't even realize that Justin Edwards was playing. It says on here that he's played 1 minute today. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize he came in. Maybe the Heat had the ball the whole time. I don't know. But he literally played for 1 minute. All right. So, he's gotta continue to Sixers gotta continue to fight until halftime and until the rest of the game, and hopefully we come out with a result. So, yeah, 3-point game, 2:23 to go of the second quarter. Looking ready for the Bulls versus Spurs tonight. And here's Maxey and to PG. Now Embiid turning around for the mid-range. Missed it. That's not a good way to come off of the timeout. And it's Paul George missing the tip-in. Good effort there by PG. Sixers are up by 3. 2:06 to go. Both teams have shot okay. Sixers in the second quarter. Sixers have shot 39%. Embiid shot 30. Heat have shot 30%. So not good. As the Sixers come up with a rebound here. Maxey now on the 3-point game. Maxey now on the drive. Maxey the mid-range missed it short, and a rebound goes to Miami. Here's Larson. Larson to Jaquez. Jaquez. Now to Mitchell. Mitchell now on the drive through the baseline. Mitchell finding Jaquez. Jaquez a 3. Missed it short. Barlow recovering the rebound. Now Embiid. Embiid now gets to the Maxey. Holds it at the logo. Now he drives. Embiid the screen. Maxey on the right wing, defended by the much bigger Bam Adebayo. And Maxey using his quickness gets it to the corner. Paul George a 3. Missed it. And now Bam Adebayo gets the rebound. Now here is a drive for Larson. He hits it. 57-56. This will be bad if the Sixers fall off and are losing at halftime. But Pele Larson has 8 points now in the first half for the Heat. Paul George now gets it to Barlow, who's holding at the free throw line. Nice spin move and score for Dominic Barlow. 59-56. 4 points for Dom. 2 for 2 from the field. Jamie Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. Nice pass inside of Larson, and that's their 2 for 1 opportunity as the Sixers will just try to hold the ball for as much as possible. But 10 points for Pele Larson. He's in double figures now for Miami. Maxey holding it at the Miami Heat logo. 10 on the shot clock. Now 8 seconds. Maxey now has to get one up here. 3 on the shot clock. VJ Edgecombe the fake. Edgecombe tries to put up a mid-range, and he draws a foul with 5.7 to go to the first half. Nicely done by the rookie, VJ Edgecombe. Let's take a look at this. Taking contact from Tyler Hero on that bump. And Eric Spoelstra is just laughing at that call. He is not happy. I guess Eric Spoelstra is used to more physical basketball and the times where that was never called. Now it is called in today's NBA. As we said earlier, Eric Spoelstra, a very experienced, very well-known, amazing coach for Miami. VJ Edgecombe hitting both free throws, 61-58, 5 seconds to go. Here's Hero splitting the defenders. He'll take a long three. Missed it. And that's halftime. Sixers up 3 here at the half. As Tyler Hero wanted to get bailed out with a call and getting 3 free throws. Yeah, you ain't going to get that call. But the Sixers got a solid first half. As I think a little bit of tension at the end there as Bam Adebayo arguing with Jenna Schroeder. Yeah, Miami wants to cry at the first half whistle. That's fine. But good first half by the Sixers as they lead it by 3. All right. Leading scorers, Embiid with 14. Also Paul George with 14. By Bam Adebayo with 12. Obviously not 82 like we're used to seeing from him. But, yeah, so. Welcome in, gaming girl, me to the live. Yeah, I was literally about to say, I don't know what you've seen there, Philly Mike, but I have been seeing on my phone that Jaylen Brown is playing right now, and his stats keep on increasing for the day. So maybe you accidentally read the wrong thing. I don't know, but yeah, seems like Jaylen Brown is fine. That would be crazy if he got hurt. Can you imagine that? If that, like, how unpredictable the East would be if Jaylen Brown, because like I said, I think Jaylen Brown might be more important to the Celtics than Jason Tatum, because I think he's just been so good for the Celtics this year. Like, MVP candidate player. He's been really, really good for the Celtics. So I think he's been very valuable to them, and with Jason Tatum being injured all season, and I think if Jaylen Brown were to get injured, I don't think Jason Tatum will be able to do it alone like Jaylen Brown has. This is what I'm trying to say. I think it's been a great season for Jaylen Brown. But we are at halftime for this game. Just over an hour into the live. Hopefully, the second half, the Sixers end up finding a way to extend the lead and hopefully win the game. So, see what's happening around the league, shall we? Hawks are up 38-37 over the Celtics with 6:56 of the second. The Bulls and Spurs just started. Suns and Grizzlies just started. Okay. So, yeah, just it's good. Just started, like, Suns and Grizzlies. I think I said Suns and Grizzlies just started. Did I say them? But yeah. So right now, Phillies in baseball are up. They're down 7-0 in the bottom of the fifth. Just disaster. That's like rock bottom when you lose to Washington by that much at home. Washington out of all teams. So right now, Flyers don't play tonight. They play Washington tomorrow, and hopefully we win that one. That would be very important. I think that gets us into playoffs with that win, and other teams losing, obviously. So we are good. hopefully we see the Sixers and the Flyers in the playoffs. That's what we're aiming for. And right now the Sixers are up by 3 over the Heat, but we just need to maintain that lead. We cannot have another third quarter collapse because if we do, it's just gonna be awful. It's not the kind of reputation you want for your team that you're the worst third quarter team in NBA history. Like you just cannot have that happening to you. We need to find a way to extend this lead. We need to close it out in the fourth quarter. Tonight, Embiid and Paul George have been the best players for the Sixers. Maxi's been really good. Edgecombe been really good. So yeah. And you guys know that with Paul George, I don't think he ever should have been a Sixer. Is what I'll say right now. I don't think he ever should have been a Sixers player to begin with. I still don't think he should be on this team anymore. If we had a chance to get rid of him after this season, then I would hope that we would do that. But I will give credit where it's due, especially because he's helping my team win. And you guys know I love when my team wins. And Paul George is doing really good. So we have 2 people in right now. Yeah, so tough game. Just very physical at times. That's what happens when you play Miami. You're gonna get the most physical team possible when you have an Eric Spoelstra led Miami team going against you. You're gonna get a very physical team. Miami it's never been super known offensively. Their defense is mainly won them championships. Hold on, something just popped up on my screen. Okay, I got rid of it. But yeah, with 3 people in. So we'll wait until the next half start. Make sure I have all the players down. I think I do. Okay. I do. Well, I noticed it's 7-2 now with the Phillies, so they're coming back a little bit. So far, well, by 3 if you're just tuning in. I mean, let's talk about how important Joel Embiid is. I can't even tell you guys what our record, like, as soon last season when we were, 13th place in the East, we were so bad without Embiid. Even this season when Embiid doesn't play, we are so bad without Embiid. Embiid is, when he is healthy, when he plays 65 games, he is an MVP. And everybody talks about Victor Wembanyama being number 1 in MVP ladder this season, and he is number 1 for some reason. I don't get it. When Joel Embiid, here's a hot take, and this is not being biased by me. This should be said by everyone. I believe that when Embiid is healthy, that he is a better player than Victor Wembanyama. I absolutely believe that. I will stand by that. And, again, like I said, it's not biased. I'm stating my opinion and what should be said by people. And a healthy Joel Embiid is better than a healthy Victor Wembanyama. That is what I think. We'll have to debate with Jokic, but because like I said, I've said Jokic is the best in the world for a while, for years probably now. But with Victor Wembanyama, I can definitely say that Embiid is better than him when healthy. So that's just my personal opinion, right? I'm not saying it because I'm a Sixer fan, okay? I'm just saying what needs to be said, what I truly believe. And right now they're showing the Bulls and Spurs. I think it's a little clip right now because it's also on Peacock. And tonight, Thunder and Pistons are playing. That would be an interesting game if Cunningham was playing. That would have been 1 seed versus 1 seed battle. That would be really nice. Pistons and Thunder NBA Finals is not probably not going to happen. I'm not going to say what's happening, what's not happening. You guys will have to see my playoff predictions once they come around. What I can tell you, though, is that right now my Sixers have a chance to be in the playoffs at least. Hopefully they will be. Hopefully Sixers could be in the playoffs. Hopefully Flyers can be in the playoffs, and we'll just have a good spring, good April, good May. Hope maybe if it gets to there. Yeah. So I just love watching playoffs. The playoffs are fun to watch. And there's a lot of surprises this season. I didn't expect the Raptors to be as good as they are. I didn't expect the Hawks to be as good as they are. Raptors is not as surprising because they do have a really good coach, and their defense is just really good as well. And the Hawks, I didn't expect that. They without Trey, they have actually looked bad. When he first left, but once they picked up Jonathan Kuminga, Jack Landale, Gabe Vincent, like all those guys, they've started went on the up and up, So they've figured their situation out. They have still not need a lot more work to do if they want to be a contender next season. The Magic have looked very disappointing this season in the Eastern Conference. I can't even say that enough. They look very disappointing. I think the Hornets have shocked everybody by being close. The Hornets before were probably you could consider the dumpster fire of the league. They were awful, but they just finally figured it out. And the Heat have just been mid for a couple years now, so it's nothing really new. That's pretty much how the East has went. Teams that have missed are pretty much in a rebuild. The Pacers have had way too many injuries this season to even compete. The Wizards are in a rebuild. The Nets are in a rebuild. The Bulls are in a rebuild. The Bucks have had a lot of injuries. So those teams have, with missing the playoffs, I just don't know who could come out of the East. Like the Cavs maybe could come out of the East. I mean, they've been much better with James Harden. The Knicks, I just don't see them as really they could be in the finals, but I just think they were better with Tom Thibodeau as their coach. That's just my opinion. I think they were better with him. Celtics obviously could push for the finals. Pistons, I think they're still not ready yet, especially with Cade Cunningham. But we'll get to my predictions at some point. But those are what I just think about the whole Eastern Conference situation right now. I think Sixers have a good chance to do something, make some noise. in the East. So the same with the West. When do you ever find yourself in a situation where the East is actually more? I'm not gonna say better than the West, but more competitive than the West. I just feel like with 5th and 10th place, it's just so close right now, and anything can happen by the end of the regular season. So, yeah, like I said, I'm excited for the postseason. I'm excited to give you my predictions. That's gonna be a fun time, fun time. I love predictions. I love basketball predictions. I love all kinds of predictions, but basketball predictions are just so fun to do, especially when you have the playoff predictions. Those are fun. And, you know, in the past, I haven't been too good with my predictions as I have predicted the outcome pretty wrong in the past, but a lot of basketball analysts predict things wrong. So, it's not my fault. Anyway, back to the second half. Maxey gets it down low to Embiid. Embiid posting up. Embiid now on the drive. Embiid try to lob it up. Broken up by Miami. That's not a good possession to begin. And Adebayo gets to the hole. Rejected by Paul George. But a foul is called. Adebayo the turnaround and then the foul by Maxey. Good foul by Maxey, as you have to stop Paul George, Bam Adebayo from getting that easy layup. Adebayo makes the first free throw. Adebayo makes the second free throw, 61-60. So it wouldn't have mattered if he got the layup or the 2 free throws. 13 for Adebayo. 1.6er lead. Maxey to Barlow at the corner. Maxey, step back 3, creating the separation. Oh, in and out. That was a great shot by Tyrese. Good chance there here. Oh, no one picking him up, but luckily he missed it. Can't leave a great shooter like Tyler Hero that open. Paul George, now to Embiid. Embiid at the top. Embiid finding VJ Edgecombe. VJ Edgecombe guarded by Hero. Embiid now finding Maxey at the right wing. Maxey now dribbling it. Maxey finding Embiid. Thought about a long range 3. He steps back. 1 on the clock. Embiid puts it up! And it goes off the backboard and out of play. Sixers up by 1. Welcome back, DKM for real, into the live where the Sixers are up by 1 right now with 10:44 of the third quarter, 61-60 Sixers. Right now it's Heat's ball. So we'll see if the Sixers can pull through and win this ball game. Hero, guarded by VJ. Hero now bounced past Adebayo, guarded by Barlow. Now Mitchell on the drive. Mitchell, tough shot, got it. Davion Mitchell making it 62-61. Miami, 7 for Mitchell. Maxey now to VJ. VJ to Paul George. Now Embiid thought about the 3. Now gets out to the corner. Maxey creating separation mid-range. Oh, he should have made that. And now here comes Miami. Here is Wiggins. Wiggins Adebayo, long range 3, short. VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe now posting up on here. VJ Edgecombe creating the separation, hitting the mid-range, and the Sixers lead. 63-62. 13 points for VJ Edgecombe. Wiggins to Larson. Now Hero faking. Hero gets a tough shot. Tyler Hero, a man who who was not likely to play today, gets the and one, and he's doing very well right now. 64-63, Miami. Hero now just takes his and one free throw. And he misses it. So Tyler Hero's kind of struggling from the free throw line here, but Miami are up by one. 9:25 of the third. Paul George gets it knocked away by Hero. Paul George recovers, gets it down low to Maxey. 8 on the shot clock, and Embiid has to put one up. He does, and he missed it. He probably had a little bit of time there to maybe pass it up or try to drive. Amy Jaquez Jr. now. Hero driving the baseline, finding Adebayo, who flies and scores. 3-point Miami lead. Sixers should probably take a timeout at some point. Paul George, Maxey. Paul George now on the drive. Kick out Maxey, right wing. Back to Paul George. His three, short. Larson now down low, and Jaquez gets fouled. Take a look at this by Jaquez. Nicely done. Bounce past the Hero. He hangs, and then finding the open Bam Adebayo, who flushes it. Wiggins. Now to Larson. Larson, Hero getting held, and a late call by the referee, by the crew chief, Ben Taylor. And now VJ Edgecombe's just very angry. VJ Edgecombe might get his first technical of his career. He's freaking out right now. Amy Jaquez Jr. now on the drive. Great D by Embiid, but he throws it right back to Miami. Oh, they bailed him out. They bailed out Larson there as it looked like a clean block by Barlow. Absolutely DK for real. This is a very important game. But the Heat have lost 7 of their last 8 games. So hopefully the Sixers can kind of keep the Heat away from them. But right now the Sixers are struggling. As Larson misses the first one. VJ Edgecombe still arguing. He better be careful that he doesn't get his first technical foul of his career. And he should be careful. VJ's still arguing right now. And and Larson splits the pair. Yeah, VJ just stop talking to the official. Just look away from him. And Embiid, 3 out of the right wing. Missed it in and out. And now, Jamie Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. on the drive. Finding Wiggins to Hero out of the right wing. Adebayo. Loose. This is it. Great D by VJ. Maxey on the drive. And Maxey. Did he get fouled? I think he did get fouled. I don't know if they called it or not. Let's take a look at this D by VJ Edgecombe on a much bigger Bam Adebayo. Now Maxey on the drive. He gets grabbed on that play by Tyler Hero. It was a good foul by Tyler Hero because that's the only way you're going to stop a fast guy like Tyrese Maxey is by kind of yanking him down and just forcing 2 free throws. As Maxey hits the first free throw. Maxey taking the second free throw. And he makes both of them. So it's a 2-point game. 67-65, Miami. 11 points for Tyrese Maxey. Hero gets tripped up, I thought. But it doesn't matter. It's out of bounds on Paul George as he was trying to recover it. You look at Tyrese Maxey's ranks this season. He is just an incredible offensive player, isn't he? Despite getting injured with a broken finger, he is able to play and recovered much sooner than we expected. So I'm glad to have him back, as you just can't let Larson get to the basket like that. Just very bad defense by the Sixers. 69-65. Embiid now on the other end. Embiid got fouled. They didn't call it. And now Jamie Jaquez Jr. now down low. Adebayo wraps it to Wiggins, who gets it to go. It's a 6-point Miami lead. 9-2 run for the Heat. But now the Sixers have it. Here's Barlow on the drive to the baseline. Here's VJ. Now Paul George. Paul George, nearly a turnover out of Barlow. He just swatted it like a volleyball right into the hands of a Miami player. Now Hero on the drive, nearly traveled. Now he kicks it to the left wing. Wiggins, splash, timeout Sixers. And Nick Nurse is very upset that it wasn't a travel called. And Miami lead it 74-65. Well, DKM for real. We should have known that this was going to happen. Another third quarter collapse again. And this is getting ridiculous. I mean, we need to be better than this. I mean, we had a 3-point lead at the half, and we're down by 9 just like that. We need to be. I hope we can finish this quarter off strong, but this is ridiculous. But yeah, just to all my Sixers fans out there, like DKM for real, gaming girl me, all of you out there, you guys know how awful, how like it's awful. It's you guys do not understand how terrible we are in the third quarter. It's getting crazy troubling because we can't deal with that in the playoffs. We're just gonna we might not even make the playoffs playing like that because we just the third quarter collapses are just again not good because we've had points where we're up by like 20 at halftime and we've blown it in one quarter, so just it's really bad that we come on, we're better than that. I know my Philadelphia 76ers are better than that. We should play like it. Right now, we're down by 9. Not good. We were just up by 3. If you guys are just tuning in. Phillies are down 9-2. See the Celtics and the Hawks tied at 54-54 at halftime. Spurs up 29-28 at the end of the first quarter. Suns up 36-31 of the Grizzlies. Yeah, so guy wearing a Phillies hat in the crowd. Another guy wearing a Yankees hat in the crowd. So it is Sixer ball. VJ Edgecombe now. Oh, come on, VJ. Already turning the ball over. 74-65. That's a 6 turnover the night for the Sixers. Each team with 6 turnovers. Miami now have it. Here is Wiggins. Wiggins now to Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. now. Screen by Adebayo. That should be an offensive foul. That should be an offensive foul. And, it's called on VJ. Oh, VJ might get a tech. VJ might get a tech. I think he just... Let's take a... That's an offensive foul. That should be an offensive foul given. That is big contact right there by Bam Adebayo. 4 fouls on VJ. That is just awful. That is an awful call by the officials. VJ Edgecombe, I'm surprised he didn't get a technical there. Because I thought VJ Edgecombe may have said, he's getting held back by Kelly Oubre Jr. He's getting held. Yeah, a technical foul. First career technical for VJ Edgecombe. As I believe he said a swear word or something to the official. If you can read his lips or not. It's just horrible. You make a terrible call and then you tee him up for calling you out. That's awful. The 2 free throws coming to Miami, 76-65. Heat. And no need to apologize, VJ. You were voicing out your opinions, and the referee just didn't even want to bother hearing you out and just teed you up. That is ridiculous. 10-0 run for the Heat. 77-65. Heat right now. 6:13 to go the third. Edgecombe now. Embiid trying to mid-range. Embiid gets it. So we needed that. 77-67. 6 minutes of the third. Adebayo to Hero. Hero now to Adebayo. Hero losing it and goes off of Embiid's foot. 5:45 to go the third quarter. And a foul by Maxey. This is getting ridiculous. This is frustrating. I try not to blame refs too much for, especially when we're playing as bad as we are, but in this third quarter. But it just has to be called out. Like, it's just awful. I think it was a little bit of contact there by Maxey, which is why they did call it. Just frustrated right now. Pele Larson at the free throw line. He makes the first free throw. 78-67 Miami. Here's the race for playoffs. As they are all trying to maybe fight for the top 6 or fight for a good spot in the play-in tournament, as Nick Nurse is just not happy at all, and he has every right to be upset. Maxey. It's Embiid. Embiid to Oubre now. Embiid to Maxey. Now Oubre. Oubre to Quentin Grimes. Hits a 3. Sixers only down by 8 now. As Jaquez Jr. and no call. Man, VJ Edgecombe's getting treated like garbage right now. 80-70. Maxey, just under 5 minutes to go. Oubre in the right wing 3. Missed it short. Rebound, Kelly Oubre Jr. Kelly Oubre Jr. tried to put it up short. And Tyler Hero now has it. Jamie Jaquez Jr. Wiggins for 3. No good. Bam Adebayo now puts it up. Tipped in by Jaquez Jr. and a timeout by the Sixers. And the refereeing in this game is very, very just bad right now in this third quarter. You know, which referee gave VJ a technical? I need to. Okay. Trey Maddox gave him a technical. So that's the referee who, remember, number 23 gave VJ Edgecombe his first career technical. Terrible. You know, just it bothers me. Like, I'm not saying that the referees have had much to do with the way that we play, because we've played awful in this third quarter, but there's got to be times where you just you got to hear the players out. Like, the way that VJ Edgecombe has been treated in this third quarter is blowing my mind. And I understand, like, they try to respect veterans a lot in this league by treating rookies sometimes different than veterans. Like, I seen LeBron actually bumping into a referee earlier this season, and he didn't get teed up for it. But or maybe it was last season, I don't know, but somewhere in that. But the fact that VJ Edgecombe was like arguing with the referee, and the referee was just standing there and like, okay, and then just did the T sign. Like, it just shows you how like arrogant they can be sometimes. And it's just frustrating. But they're not the reason why we're collapsing at this moment in time. We are doing this to ourselves. We are playing very badly in this third quarter. Hopefully Nick Nurse makes some changes during this timeout. I hope he does. I hope maybe we bring in Andre Drummond back in. Something, because our defense is awful right now. Like, it's not good enough. So something needs to be done. But right now, we're frustrated. We're frustrated as Sixer fans. We're frustrated as just sports fans, as Philly fans, basketball fans, whatever you want to say. We are just frustrated, and we need to see better. Like they don't need to. They shouldn't have to want to do this for like. It's not even just about us fans. It's about doing it for themselves and trying to show themselves to the public what they're made of and what they can do coming up in the future. If we can make a playoff run, that'd be great. But we need to play better than what we're doing right now, and that's just a thing. So, like I said, I am frustrated with the refereeing in this third quarter, but it's not their fault that we're losing like this right now. So, yeah, 12-point Miami Heat lead, 4:28. Maxey getting pressured in near half court. Luckily, he didn't get a backcourt violation. That would have been terrible. Maxey now on the drive, floats it up and off the rim, but Oubre picks it up and scores. So, it's a 10-point game. Bam Adebayo. Now here's Jamie Jaquez Jr. Now Hero to Bam Adebayo. Larson Maxey trying to tie him up. Sixers failed to do so. Jaquez Jr. in the corner for three. That's really bad defense. There's Miami getting another one, 85-72. The Heat lead, 3:44 of the third. Here's Paul George. Now Grimes in the baseline, knocked away by Hero. He unnecessarily tries to act like he is playing the hero by jumping up and trying to keep it in, and just throws it off of the referee. I guess that it is I guess him throwing it off of Trey Maddox is getting revenge for VJ Edgecombe. Larson, though, that's a silly foul by Bam Adebayo. There's 2 free throws for Larson. Look at this pass from Tyler Hero. Full court length of the whole Miami Heat court as Larson, nice pump fake, and then Bam Adebayo just comes down on him hard. Third foul by Dembona. Pele Larson is up to shoot 2 free throws. Larson shooting the first free throw, and he hits it. 86-72. Larson hits the second free throw. 87-72. Miami, 18 points for him tonight. 87-72. Here's Paul George, left wing. Paul George on the drive. Paul George creating separation, and he misses the mid-range. Just not good. Not good from Paul George. Tyler Hero down. Jamie Jaquez Jr. Now to Cleo Ware. He'll take a long 2, I believe it was. Adebayo getting held. That should be Sixer ball, but they say it's Miami ball. And Nick Nurse just does not know what to say. He doesn't know whether to yell at this referee or just kind of sit there and watch it. But they did change it. I believe Jenna Schroeder came in there and helped out and made the correct call there. So Paul George now on the drive. Now Maxey. Maxey to Oubre. Oubre on the drive. Oubre puts it up. Got it. 87-74. Tyler Hero. Now trying to step back. And now he gets it to Jamie Jaquez Jr. Bam Adebayo, 3. And now Maxey keeping it inbound. Here's Quentin Grimes, 12th of the third. Here's Maxey looking to stop. Now he drives on Jamie Jaquez Jr., who he falls, and he gets 2 free throws. Maxey with 2 free throw attempts coming up. Maxey at the line. He makes the first free throw. 87-75. Larson checks out of the game. Also, Davion Mitchell making good bench production for Miami. 7 points and 5 assists. As Pele Larson's gone to the locker room here. He's got 18 points, 7 for 11 from the field. We'll see what's happening with him in a little bit. Maxey now at the line shooting his second free throw, and it is good. 2 for 2 at the free throw line. 87-76. Tyler Hero to Jamie Jaquez Jr. Jaime Jaquez Jr. nearly losing it. Hero now to Wiggins. Wiggins now driving in. Wiggins step back. Mid-range. In and out. Here come the Sixers. They need something. Paul George, you gotta hit it. He got it. Paul George for 17. 87-79. 7-0 run for the Sixers in the last minute. That's why we love basketball, folks, as you never know what can happen. It's a quick change in tone of this game. As they was looking, it was like Miami were the clear favorites in this one, but the Sixers cut it to 8. That's what we like to see. That is what we like to see, right? You just need to continue to do what we are doing. We need to continue to that pressure of Miami. see what's happening. 70-65 Celtics, 49-41 Bulls, 57-57 it was Suns and Grizzlies. Timberwolves up over the Mavericks, 25-24 or 25-14, excuse me. Let's see if I'm checking the Phillies game right now. They're down 9-2. In the bottom of the 7th. Hopefully they make a comeback. Probably not, though, but we'll see. Yeah. Sixers still have time. A lot of time, actually. They still have like a minute and a half to go this quarter. And then we move on to the fourth quarter, and hopefully we will come back and win the game. So, the Heat now have it. Jaime Jaquez Jr. And he loses it. Maxey now on the drive. Maxey looking to put up a tough shot off the glass, and good. Tyrese Maxey. Nice shot there. 6-point game. Minute and 10 to go to the third. 15 point for Tyrese Maxey. Mitchell now. Here's Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. finding Mitchell. Mitchell now on the drive. Mitchell swatted away by Bona. But let's say an offensive foul. Grimes is really hurting, holding his face. Grimes is in a lot of pain. I believe he was poked in the eye or something. Let's take a look. Oh, elbowed right on the nose. Ooh, it was definitely an offensive foul, but let's take a look. Oh, that is not a good play at all. Are they going to review for flagrant? I'm not too sure. But let's take a look at this great defensive effort by Tyrese Maxey. Nicely done. I do not think they'll review for a flagrant foul in that play. Look at Tyrese Maxey. Just so good. So good. Sixers need to make a comeback. Let's take a look at this play by Mitchell. He kind of sticks his arm out there and pushes Quentin. Let's take a look again. Ooh, he just kind of, I think that's a flagrant one. I think this is a flagrant one. I think this will be upgraded. This looks like a wind up and elbow right to the face of Quentin Grimes by Mitchell. I'm going to turn this up so you guys can hear. Obviously, a really rough go at the beginning of the third quarter. Miami built the lead up to 15 points in the third quarter. But a lot of it is Bam. So right now, Bam Adebayo is a plus 22 in his 27 minutes. When he went to the bench in the first quarter or to start the second, the same thing happened. Now he's on the bench right now, getting his rest, and he's going to have to. He's on a back-to-back. But it just seems like Miami's offense has not worked as well with Bam is off the board. The crew chief is Ben Taylor, his 13th year as an NBA referee for Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Dennis Schroeder, 7th year from Flint, Michigan. Trey Maddox, 15th year, Great Lakes, Illinois. That's the group looking at this play and still looking at the Davion Mitchell-Quentin Grimes coming together, which is an offensive foul on Davion Mitchell. So you're in the Dallas area. There's a flagrant. You got to know he was going to be their star because it's like a link in the NBA. He was Mr. Basketball in the state of Texas at South Garland High School before he went to Kentucky. But obviously, I don't think anybody anticipated 26 points a game for the last 2 years, 29 points a game this year. All right, they're going to announce the call already? Jeez. He fits space and pace because of his ability to play fast. I'm trying to see what the call is. Obviously, to be disruptive on the defensive end of the floor. We've seen more of a shot blocks tonight, though, not steals. He's right up there with Casey Wallace at the top of the league in steals, and Ahmed Thompson as well. I think the biggest thing with Maxey, so a lot of people love to play basketball. I mean, I think maybe find
At NYMCA, a lot of people love
You just sit here all day, listen to them.
Tyrese Maxey loves to work.
Listen to these referees talking over.
He's having fun.
I think here we go.
He wants to get better.
I think we better see it.
The process of getting better. And that's why he's improved.
And he works during his time out there, which is why he's hit the ground running, coming back after missing the last 10 games.
For sure.
So if you hear that, the referee made the right decision. Good call by the crew chief, Ben Taylor there. It was a flagrant foul penalty. One is what they've come to, and I don't know why Davion Mitchell is complaining. That is an obvious flagrant one. I don't know what he's complaining about, especially after some of questionable calls against the Sixers earlier. Grimes now misses the first free throw. Grimes has 8 points today. Grimes now making the second one. So the Sixers will maintain possession now on the sideline. So he splits the pair there. 5-point game with 58 seconds to go. The third. 10-0 run for the Sixers in the last minute 39. Paul George now. PG finding Maxey, right wing. Maxey back to Grimes. Grimes faking. Grimes finding Oubre. Oubre on the drive. Throws it down. 3-point game. And the Sixers do get a good amount out of that possession. 8 points and 8 rebounds for Kelly Oubre Jr. 35 seconds to go. The Heat looking for the 2-for-1. Hero on the drive. You got to defend. Hero puts out high glass. Good. How do you not block that? You got to be better than that defensively. I mean, that's just a good shot by Hero, but I think it should have been better defending by Kelly and Bona there. Grimes. 10 seconds on the clock. Here's Grimes now. Fake. Grimes to Maxey. Maxey, 3. Got it. Tyrese Maxey, big time 3. 2-point game. 8 seconds to go the third. Here's Hero. Hero double teamed. Hero and what another bailout. He slipped on that play. He absolutely slipped on that play. He absolutely slipped on that play. What a absolute bailout there. Let's take a look. So first, this was a nice shot by Hero on the high glass. But I need to take a look at this foul call. As you can see, Maxey hoisting up that 3 and nailing it. But I need to take a look at the foul call right here. Bona is defending. Oh, my goodness. That is soft right there. Tyler Hero goes down so easily on that play. And Bona picks up his 4th foul in the process. Hero makes the first free throw, 90-87. Hero makes the second free throw, 91-87. 1 second to go. Grimes now puts it up, and no good. 91-87, Miami. End of the third. Hopefully the Sixers can make a comeback. You know why I was about to say the Hawks, because we were just talking about them at the break with the scores. The Sixers down 91-87. End of the third quarter. All right. Sixers down by 4. This is a very close game. Way too close for my liking. As you can see there, like it's just the referees. You know, I might give them an okay player rating just because I think they've gotten like the big calls correct in this game. However, I do think the little things they've just been awful on today. So it might get an okay player rating today, but my goodness, they've been just off on these little calls. But the big ones from the unsuccessful challenge by Miami earlier, which I thought was the right decision by the referee, and also the flagrant. I thought it was a flagrant that we got, that Quentin Grimes got the 2 free throws in possession. I thought that was the right decision as well. So we're okay refereeing tonight. Right now we have 3 people in right now. I'm not too upset with it not having too many people right now because we did have a lot of people in earlier. I understand people want to go to sleep. You know, it's a Monday. They got to prepare for Tuesday, which some people it's arguably a worse day than Monday. You know what I mean? I mean, some people think it's a worse day than Monday because I think Monday is a day that you're just getting off of the weekend and you know it's exciting, and Tuesday it's just so far from the weekend and like kind of you just want to get out of the day, you know. But anyway, Sixers will be right back. Fourth quarter action. It's going to be very interesting. Make sure we don't have any other players to put in for the player ratings. Let me make sure. I don't think I have anybody put in. Yeah, so. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, Heat are up 91-87 again. The third quarter collapse, but the Sixers, as per usual, they got outscored by 7 in that third quarter, and just not good enough if we want to be in the playoffs. Just poor. So right now it's Miami ball. Fourth quarter action underway. That should be an offensive foul. We are going the other way. Good job by Kelly Oubre Jr. Take a look at that. I can't believe Wiggins is complaining about that call. And this Miami Heat team loves to complain. I know they all do, but this Miami Heat team is complaining for the obvious. Maxey for 3, missed it from deep, and now the Heat have it the other way. Now Davion Mitchell nearly loses it, but recovers, and he hits the floater, 93-87. Not good enough defense there by the Sixers. Oubre, now to Maxey. Maxey trying to drive. Maxey gets to Oubre. Oubre finding Maxey. Kick out Paul George. You got to hit it, and he missed it. But Grimes recovering the offensive rebound. Nicely done by Quentin. Quentin now to Oubre. Maxey down low for Paul George. Paul George now. He'll take the mid-range, and he hits it. 4-point game. 93-89. Hero rejected by Bona. That was a big block there. And now here come the Sixers the other way with it. You need to be smart about these next shots. Maxey on the drive, takes it up, and he's fouled. So 2 free throws for Tyrese now. Maxey's in pain. He's on the ground, just making sure that all the camera people are okay. He leveled them. Let's take a look at this. Tyler here, real possession as Bona comes in and saying, "Not in my house." And now Maxey going up with it, taking contact, and now he gets 2 free throws to hopefully cut this to a 2-point game. 10:41 of the fourth, 93-89, Miami. Maxey now hits the first free throw. Maxey now looking to hit the second free throw. This is every free throw matters in this moment in time. Maxey making the most of them. 2-point game now. 93-91 Miami. 20 for Maxey. Jaime Jaquez Jr. Now Davion Mitchell for three. Missed it short. Wiggins try to put it up and a wedgie as we get a jump ball. Three-point shooting has been awful for both teams. 31% for the Sixers, 30% for Miami. Miami have only taken one more three than the Sixers, but each of them have hit 9. And now the Heat win the tip-off. That's a big tip-off to lose for the Sixers. They needed that one. Now, Hero fighting Jaime Jaquez Jr. Now, Tyler Hero pulls up mid-range. Got it. 95-91. Heat. With 10:08 to go the fourth. 20 points for Tyler Hero. Paul George driving. Paul George down low. Bona. Bona, tough shot. Oh, no. Bona missed it. You got to hit it. Damn. That was really bad. Jaime Jaquez Jr. knocked away by Paul George. Recovered by Jaquez Jr. Now, Tyler Hero. Hero with it at the Miami Heat logo. Now finds Mitchell. Mitchell for three. Short. Jaquez Jr. Another offensive rebound. The Sixers cannot be allowing that. Mitchell, Jaquez Jr. three. Missed it short. This time the Sixers do recover it. And now Paul George the other way with it. 9:24 of the fourth. 95-91 Miami. No threes for each team in this fourth quarter. Missed it short was Quentin Grimes on that left wing. Now Miami on the other end. Jaquez Jr. finds Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero nearly loses it. Now he recovers. He's guarded by Kelly Oubre Jr. Tyler Hero looking to shake around Kelly Oubre Jr. Gets to the high glass and hits it. 97-91. Timeout Sixers. Oh, no, no timeout by the Sixers. 22 points for Hero. 97-91 Miami. Kelly Oubre Jr. Quentin Grimes. Back to Kelly Oubre Jr. Now Maxey on the right wing. He's guarded by Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins in the corner. Kelly Oubre Jr. for three. Left wing three is good. Oh, the Sixers desperately needed that three. As Miami were looking like they were going to run away with it again. Kelly Oubre Jr. shushes this crowd. 97-94. Bam Adebayo looking to put it up. Good D by Bona. And now the Sixers have it. Maxey, 8-10 of the fourth. Maxey, deep three. Missed it. Wiggins the rebound for the Heat. Here's Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. on the drive. Jaquez Jr. puts it up and puts it in. 99-94. Just under 8 minutes to go, the fourth. 99-94 Miami. 10 points for Jaquez Jr. Paul George. Now finding Maxey. Maxey to Paul George. 7:46 to go. Oubre got to hit it. Unlucky shot on the mid-range. In and out there. And now here's Tyler Hero. 7:36 of the fourth quarter. Here's Tyler Hero, guarded by Quentin Grimes. Hero now holds it at the logo, screened by Mitchell. Mitchell now on the drive. Mitchell double teamed. Adebayo for three. Popped out. Wiggins knocking it away, and it's Sixers ball. 7:24 of the fourth. This game is getting crazy. Very close game right now. Let's look at this again. Tyler Hero getting inside in the high class and good. It's not good that he hit that. And with that, there will be a timeout. 99-94 Miami with 7:24 to go at the fourth. Oh, oh, I desperately needed that sip of water. Oh my god! Like I was like going back and forth with the game. Everybody kept missing, and like I was just like oh, this guy with the ball. Oh, this guy with the ball. You know, it was just quick. Okay, well, we're back now though. 4 people in. So right now the Heat are up 99-94. Come on, Sixers, you gotta play better. We had a small lead at the half, and we should have extended it while we have the chance, but fortunately we couldn't. And you know that's not going to win you games if you can't extend a lead. So right now, so right now it's 99-94 Miami, 7:24 the fourth. And other NBA games, Hawks up over the Celtics 90-76 with end of the third. Spurs beating the Bulls 64-47 at halftime. Suns beating the Grizzlies 65-61 at halftime. Timberwolves beating the Mavericks 44-32 with 7:46 of the second. Cavs beating the Jazz 13-8, 7:29 of the first. Yeah, just all around, just not a great performance by the Sixers. It's an okay performance by the Sixers, but just not great. You know what I mean? It's not great. I don't know why we haven't seen Embiid back in. Maybe is Embiid like on a? I haven't heard of him being on a minutes restriction, so I wonder if Embiid will be back in. He's played 26 minutes tonight. So, 2 people in right now. We need to win. Like, come on, we can't be losing to a team that's lost 7 of their last 8 games. Like it says in their previous 8 games, they've allowed 129.6 points per game. Tonight, we've only put up 94 against them so far, with 7 minutes to go of the game of the quarter. So that's not good enough. That's not good enough at all. And the defense has just been very inconsistent tonight. 7:24 the fourth. 99-94. Heat. Maxey to VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe to Maxey. Quentin Grimes now Maxey. VJ 7-11 of the fourth. Embiid now. Guarded tightly by Larson. Embiid back in. We could use a little bit of JoJo as he hits the mid-range. 3-point game. 7 minutes of the fourth. Still time. 18 points for Joel Embiid. Here's Davion Mitchell. Now Tyler Hero. Hero now. Screen set. Hero now on the drive. Hero kick out Adebayo. Finding Larson. Now Mitchell in the corner. Jaquez Jr. for 3. Missed it short. Rebound to VJ Edgecombe. 6:36 of the fourth. 3-point game. Maxey in the corner to Grimes. He'll run the baseline and throw it down. 1-point game. 99-98. Heat. 6:25 of the fourth. Davion Mitchell. 11 points for Grimes. Mitchell. Adebayo. Adebayo thought about a mid-range. Now he leans into one and a foul. Oh, Embiid fell for the bait. I don't really think Embiid can complain too much about that call because Embiid does that a lot himself, where he fakes, gets a defender off of his feet, and then kind of leans right into him, taking the bump. So, yeah, but it actually didn't look like much there. I don't know why it was called a foul, but anyway, 99-98 Miami, 6:14 of the fourth. 100-98. Now Adebayo hitting the second. 101-98 right now. The Heat with the lead. BJ Edgecombe now. Finding Maxey. Grimes now. Loda Embiid. Embiid taking the shot. Count it! And one for Joel Embiid. 101-100. When Joel comes in, bad things happen. As it's a 1-point game. I didn't see much contact by Larson there, but we'll take the extra point. Embiid hopefully will make the free throw. He does. Tie game. 6 minutes to go. The fourth. It's a timeout by Eric Spoelstra. 6:04 the fourth. 101-101. All right. Anybody else have been watching any college basketball lately? I know I have. It's been interesting. Duke with that big mistake at the end last night. So it was my prediction. But anyway, right now, 101, 6 minutes. Yeah, that's right. Come on, Philly, says DKM for real. We need to come and win this game. We need to win it because we have looked not great in this second half. Oh, well, that must be nice there, DKM for real. Must be nice that your pick is still in while mine already got knocked out in the Elite Eight. But I just had a real good feeling about Duke. I don't know. And they should have beat UConn. They should have. But a horrible mistake at the end there by Boozer. Just a horrible mistake. And then Mullins getting the win for UConn. Yeah, just not good. And maybe it'll be UConn versus Arizona in the finals. Who knows? I know a lot of people probably have UConn and Arizona. A lot of people love to hype up UConn in the tournament. So I just didn't. I actually predicted UConn to get out in the second round. I had a feeling that UCLA would upset them. Can you believe that? Probably experimented too much with the upset predictions, but so it is what it is. No one gets a perfect bracket, even if they did it thousands of times. There's so many different brackets that you could choose, especially when you have to predict the actual score in the final game. It makes it even more harder. Just any kinds of scores you could do for the championship game. But so it's a tie game right now, 101-101. 6 minutes to go of the fourth. Embiid has started the fourth quarter 2 for 8 from the field. Since then, he's been 3 for 3. I have a feeling you guys might see me pick up the mic at least one time. Who knows? Davion Mitchell not finding Larson. Hero now defended by Grimes. Hero on the drive. Hero puts one up. Missed it. Rebound goes to Oubre. Now Maxey. Maxey finding Embiid. Embiid thought about a 3. And B is guarded by Adebayo. Now Maxey has all kinds of room to shoot, and he makes it. 104 to 101. First lead since 63 to 62 for the Sixers. 5:23 of the fourth. Here looking to respond. He nearly loses it. And Adebayo recovers and he puts it up. Tough shot. No good. He gets the rebound. Mitchell. 3. Short. Oubre the rebound. Knocked away by Wiggins. Hero now to tie it up. Missed it. 104 to 101 Sixers. It's chaos here in Miami. 22 points for Hero, 1 for 7 from the 3. Maxey, though, on the drive. Maxey, tough shot, no good. I thought he got fouled on that play. The Heat don't have it. Hero now. Finding Mitchell out of the corner. Mitchell on the drive. Back to Hero. Hero. Mitchell. 3. Missed it. Rebound. Popped up in the air. Maxey now recovers it. Maxey, look at it going on Hero. Maxey puts it up, missed it. VJ couldn't put it back. And now the Heat have it. 4:26 of the fourth. Adebayo to Hero. Hero, kick out corner. Threw it away. Tyler Hero threw it away. He's not happy with himself right now. As a really big mistake in this kind of moment. But let's take a look at our all-star Tyrese Maxey. Deep 3. Unbelievable. Tyrese Maxey. It's so good to have him back. And now 4:12 of the fourth. 10-2 run for the Sixers. Here's Grimes. Back to Maxey. Maxey looking at another. He does! 107 to 101. And I believe they call a foul as well. Oh no, they call an offensive foul on Tyrese Maxey. You've got to be kidding me. Nick Nurse sticking a challenge. He will. Let's take a look at this. Oh, I didn't see much there. A good screen by Embiid. It looks like Larson. It's similar to the Bona play earlier. It looks like Larson hooks Embiid first. That should count as a 3. All right. Yeah, we gotta keep it up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. DK Amfrio. They just called a foul, I believe, on Embiid on the C3. I don't know if they're trying to they've bailed out Miami on a couple of occasions tonight, but I just don't know. It looked like it's the same situation which I agreed with earlier, from where Larson hooked Bona first, and then Bona hooked Larson. It's the same exact situation where they got the call correct, by the way, and yeah, it's a similar situation here. Let me turn it up so you guys can hear.
Just heard the tail end of Ben Taylor's announcement of an unsuccessful coach's challenge.
Unsuccessful challenge. Oh, I gotta see this again. Let's take a look. Never mind. Never mind. I mean, it did look like Larson was hooking at first, but no, it was the right call there. And Embiid was grabbing at Larson on that play, and unfortunately, that 3 will not count, and it'll still be a 3-point game in Miami ball. 4 minutes to go. Here's Larson on the drive. Larson kick out Hero. Hero double team. Hero lost it. VJ now to Oubre. Oubre now backing it out. Kelly Oubre Jr. Guarded by Bam Adebayo. 3:43 to go the fourth quarter. Here's Embiid. Embiid guarded by the much smaller Tyler Hero. Knocked away by Hero. Sloppy by Embiid. Wiggins. Blocked by Embiid. Great job there. But I believe it was a putback by Hero. What's going on? Embiid is hurt. They were shaken up after that play as he was chasing. Let's take a look at this defense by Hero. And then Wiggins on the other end. Embiid with the block. And then I don't see a foul occur anywhere in that build-up. I think it was just a goaltending by Embiid. So it will be Wiggins' basket, and it'll be Sixer ball. And BJ Edgecombe to Maxey. Now Embiid, left wing three. Got it. Joel Embiid with a big-time three. 107 to 103. Still time for Miami as Larson looking to respond. No, but Adebayo, why is he left open like that? As no one came to get the rebound, and Bam Adebayo with an easy stick back. 2-point game. 107 to 105. Sixers. Maxey now holding it at the logo. Maxey looking to hit another one. And Embiid now has it. 3 on the clock. And Embiid takes the mid-range. Up. No good. That could be a big issue. Hero 3. Got it. Timeout Sixers. Oh, no, they did not take a timeout here. 25 points for Tyler Hero. 2:23 to go, the fourth. Grimes. Now to Maxey. Maxey now looking to take a three, looking to respond. Oh, bad shot by Tyrese. Bad shot. Jaquez. Hero. 3. No. Tyler Hero with a big-time 3. Oh, no. That's not good. 111 to 107, Miami. Just under 2 minutes to go. Grimes now to Embiid. Embiid in mid-range. Oh, come on, Joel. You got to take it up to the basket. As 8-0 run. Still time, though, for the Sixers. Jaquez Jr. Jaquez Jr. now driving nearly. Oh, how did he recover that? How did he recover on the spin? And Nick Nurse now calls timeout. Just very bad by the Sixers. That is how quickly a game can change. 113 to 107. Timeout Sixer. 135 to go. Sixers have to take their final timeout. I mean, where did Tyler Hero come from? It was like the first couple threes that he's made today. He was 1 for 7 before then, and then he just comes out of nowhere. Just heartbreaking for the Sixers. But unfortunately, Sixers have a lot of work to do, more work than they've expected to do. $113 to 107, 135 to go the fourth. And what is it with this guy against the Sixers? Tyler Hero is a great player normally, but he's just been known to do very well against the Sixers. I believe in his rookie season, getting a game-winning buzzer beater against the Sixers. Six-point game, 1:35. Still a lot of time for the Sixers. Now he throws it in the backcourt to Maxey. Here's Maxey. We got to go for the 2. Maxey to VJ. Don't shoot a 3. Paul George, three-pointer, blocked out of the corner. And now here come the Heat. 1:15 to go the fourth. 113 to 107. Jaquez Jr. Got to defend him. Now Larson faking the shot. Larson defended by Paul George. How did he make that? Larson, big time bucket. 115 to 107. Maxey, VJ, need that 3. Got it. And they should be an and one. Maxey went down. Maxey went down. Should be an and one. Let's see. Wait, they're not counting the basket right now. Wait, what is the call? Did they call a foul? Oh, that is an absolute disgrace. As Hero hits it, game over. 117 to 107. That's a disgrace by the ref right there. 14-0 run, 117 to 107. BJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe to Embiid. Embiid hits it. 117 to 109. Jaquez Jr. Larson. And a foul by the Sixers. That is a horrible call. I cannot see how that is a foul on Maxey. One bit. That is a horrible, horrible call. That might have been one of the worst calls I've seen all season. And now they're looking at a flagrant on Embiid. It just doesn't matter. It's pretty much over at this point. 117 to 109 Miami, 28.8 of the fourth. And now they're going to review for a flagrant, which, let's take a look. Embiid. Yeah, that's a flagrant. He grabs and Adebayo right in the throat on that play. Didn't mean to. Oh man, it doesn't look like a flagrant. Hold on. Yeah, I thought it was a flagrant first. But it wasn't a flagrant. It was just a normal play. I was trying to see what the referee was saying, but anyway, Jaquez Jr. gets a reach-in foul by Maxey. As the game should be over. This is an unfortunate loss. I'm telling you, that call, though, I cannot believe it was a foul on Tyrese Maxey. It's unfortunate. But the Sixers they kind of did this themselves. They played very badly in the second half, but just very bad at refereeing, and it's just frustrating. One 119 to 109, 27 seconds. Maxey puts it up, no good, and it'll be knocked away by Miami. Shot clock unplugged, 18.5, game over. Unfortunately, the Sixers will lose here tonight on a game where they really needed to win. Embiid puts one up out of the corner, missed it, and Larson now recovers it. He'll dribble at the clock, and that will do it. So the Sixers take a big loss here by 10, 119 to 109, and this one's history. So now with that, Sixers fall to 41-34. Miami Heat improved to 40-36 on the season. And Heat win the series 2-1 of the Sixers. Like I said earlier, they've struggled against the Heat a lot this season and over the years. And just couldn't get the job done tonight. Despite and also the referees making a couple of questionable calls towards the end. But it wasn't a good night for the Sixers as they weren't at their best and they lose as a result. Okay, everybody. Let's waste no time and let's get into our player ratings, okay? And then we'll call it a night because still gotta do player ratings. Unfortunately we lost tonight. We have nobody to. We can blame ourselves mostly for this, but man, those calls at the end were just. I mean, and again, 19 free throws for us, 29 for them. But let's get into it because we still got to do our. So let's get into it. So we have 3 people in. We've been out for 2.5 hours. Unfortunately, the Sixers lose. I mean, Sixers didn't really play that well, but like I said, referees were bad. But let's get into our player ratings for today because we have a lot to talk about. Let's get started with the referee who you already know what I'm going to say. Like I've been saying all night, they were absolutely awful. The big decisions they got correctly, but they were absolutely awful. Like for the littlest things, they just very arrogant tonight, very cocky refereeing. And I try not to say that the referees are terrible all the time. I try to say that the refereeing was because I'm not trying to sound like they were the reason why we lost because they weren't, but they were a part of why we lost. I truly believe that these referees were absolutely awful tonight. Especially that call with Tyrese Maxey towards the end of that game. That was disgusting, that call. So I'm going to give the referee a score of 3 out of 10, only because they got the couple of the big decisions correctly. Otherwise, I'd have probably given them 0 for this performance. But it was just a bad officiated game. All right, we move on to Dom Barlow. It was 2 for 2 from the field. He didn't really do much. He played well defensively, which was okay. So I'm going to give him a score of 6 out of 10. Not a great. It was okay. I'll just do the Okay, I think we're back. Do not know what happened there. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We are back. Yeah, so we're back to the ratings. Sorry about that, everybody. So if you guys are just seeing this, referee, I gave a score of 3 out of 10. Barlow gave it a 6 out of 10. So we move on to VJ Edgecombe on the player ratings. Look, I thought VJ Edgecombe was not great tonight. I thought he got treated badly, but I do think the 4 blocks were great from him. I'll give him a score of 6 out of 10. I didn't think he was too great today, but I thought he would shoot a lot more, but I think it was a good performance. Paul George, look, 19 points for him. He was 7 for 18 from the field. I'll say this. He was great in the first half, but in that second half, he slowed down. But here's what I think. Like I said, I think Paul George was a huge waste of money from us. And, if he can't live up to the expectations that we set for him about giving him that kind of contract, it's not good. And I have to be more brutal to him. But I'll give him a score of 6.5 out of 10. Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey was great. I felt like he came up clutch. He got a good amount of blocks tonight. I'll give him a score of 7.5 out of 10 because I did think he was showed a good game for us tonight. It was very bad from the field, 7 for 20, 2 for 9, but I think he was great defensively, especially. He got 5 blocks tonight. That's great for somebody his size. Joel Embiid, look, I thought he was really good today. All around, the defense was solid. I mean, look at this. I mean, we had a lot of block shots tonight, but I just think Joel Embiid was all right towards the end, but I do think he put him a solid performance. 7 out of 10 is my rating for him. Justin Edwards, he only played a minute for some reason. 5 out of 10 off the bat. Kelly Oubre Jr. I'll be honest. I didn't think he was that good. To be honest, I really don't. I'm going to give him a score of 5.5. I think that the shooting was off from him. The defense was off. Just not his best night. He just coming back from injury, so hopefully he'll improve. Quentin Grimes, okay night. Nothing special. Give him a 6 out of 10. Adem Bona, he had 4 blocks. But here's the thing. I trusted his defensive ability. It's his offensive ability. I don't really know if he's going to be good enough offensively. But defensively, I already know he's good enough at. I'm going to give him a score of 6.5 out of 10. And finally, for the coach, Nick Nurse, who I didn't think he was that good tonight. I thought he called timeouts too late tonight and really wasn't a great performance from Nick Nurse. I'm going to give him a score of 5 out of 10. And there's my player ratings for tonight. Let me know what you guys thought in the chat. Did you guys enjoy tonight? I had a fun time doing this live stream with you guys. Until next time, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for coming in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.